What the what? Where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside, what the what? Show me the money. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all doing well. So here I am with part 2 of the money forecast video that we did. If you didn't get a chance, be sure to go check out our page and check out part 1 of this video. So in this video, I'm just going to follow up on what I did in the first video and just complete the final 6 zodiacs of the astrological chart to determine what 2021 is going to look like for you financially. I mean, coming off the coattails of 2020, a lot of us found ourselves in a lot of dark places, and we looked to 2021 to be something different, a beacon, a shining light, a ray of hope. So I'm here to kind of break it down and let you all know what things are going to look like for you in the year 2021 if you have any of these signs in your star sign or in your rising sign or in your financial house. So here we go. On to the video. So yeah, guys, so as I said, there is a part 1 to this video. So in the first video, I broke down some of the characteristics of the year of the metal ox, which is linked to Chinese astrology, and also started off with the first 6 of the astrological signs from Aries to Virgo, and talked about how their financial outlook will look in 2021 based on the year of the metal ox. So let's go ahead and continue in this video with the final 6. And we're going to start off with Libra. So Libras, as I always love to say, I have a lot of Libra friends. Libras tend to have their heads in the clouds. Libras tend to be a little more relaxed when it comes to matters of money. They love money and see it as a passport to pleasure and the finer things in life. They have a firm belief that their security will be abundant. So you won't find a Libra fussing much, and they'll, for the most part, on the surface, will generally come off as very relaxed. When it comes to the household, they will find a way to place major money matters into the hands of others, so to not get blamed in the process. So basically, Libra is the one sign where it's like they'll have an idea, and it may involve financial conversations, and they'll be part of the conversation, but they're not going to be the one to have their signature on the contract. They're not going to want to be the one to green light anything, because they're going to put that responsibility in the hands of someone else. Because if it does happen to blow up, guess what? They're not to blame, because they only came up with the idea. They didn't confirm it. But overall for Libra, the forecast looks pretty good for 2021. And it's going to be a great time to place emphasis on investing your money positively, not investing it on frivolous, nice things. I know you Libras like you some nice things, but this is a time to just invest your money in a positive way and, gain further wisdom on spending more wisely and not just going to buy that nice little pretty trinket that you like. Anyway, so next up is Scorpio. Scorpio will see money no different in 2021. They are the sign of financial power. So this year may find them to be even more obsessive when it comes to money, because for them, money equals power. Without one, you can't have the other. So they like to have them in tow, which kind of links to their controlling behavior. So they're ones to really control. So the more pots that they have their hands in, the better. For instance, just look at Bill Gates. Like, he didn't become a billionaire just by having his hand in one cookie jar. You know, he had his hand in various different cookie jars and continues to do so, which is why to this day he's still one of the richest men in the world. Scorpios, as I said, can be very controlling to the point where they can come off as stubborn especially when it comes to money matters. They will, however, listen to advice brought in from others, but that controlling nature they have will eventually have them embracing their own direction. So don't get offended if you give them some advice, because they're just kind of stubborn in that way. And the concept that they link money and power in the same family, same arena, should be evident. 2021 may find Scorpios investing much more in home repair and other expenditures. Maybe they're doing this home repair because maybe they're looking to, you know, Airbnb their home out, get involved in that market, or maybe they're looking to sell their house or looking to flip houses. Who knows what exactly that would mean for them this year. The second half of the year, however, will show great gain financially, but Scorpio, just be sure to not take any shortcuts. You know, you don't want to end up in jail. Okay, you don't want to end up locked up for doing something illegal. So, in short, good year, great year, and the year is gonna present many opportunities for you. So take heed to those opportunities, and like I said, try not to end up in jail. Next up is Sagittarius. So Sagittarians, on the other hand, will have a great year. It is predicted that it will be possibly the luckiest year for Sagittarius. Saggy, like some of the others, they love them some cash, but are usually not that money-minded to, you know, to money or to the idea of money. They're not money-minded. So to them, money equals freedom. So unlike Scorpio, money equals power, Sagittarians, money equals freedom, which is indicative of Sagittarian energy, because as you know, they are the travelers after all, and are usually kind of spendthrift and lived well beyond their means, causing them to be down 1 minute and up the next. It's like a back and forth thing with them with money. So be careful, you Sagittarians. Generally speaking, the year will be great for Saggies, as I said, and they could pay a lot of thanks to that to Lady Luck. She will be sure to poke her head in and out throughout the year to help award your efforts, whatever they may be up to this point, with great fortune, whatever that fortune may be. It may be property, it may be money, it may be gift cards, who knows? It's going to be a fortunate year for you. Side note, they are not foreign to the idea of lending money, but just know they hold that same sentiment when it comes to borrowing. So they are very much, sure, I'll lend you some money, but best believe they're going to turn around and they're going to be looking for the same thing in their favor. So if you're going to borrow from a Saggy, be prepared to return the favor. So now Capricorn. Capricorn they'll flex no differently in 2021. As an earth sign, they are extremely driven and will take money very seriously, as they always do. And in 2021, that will be no different. Capricorns, much like Virgo, which is another earth sign, they are very frugal and can tend to be very tight-fisted when it comes to money, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Much like their opposite sign, Cancer, they are good at counting a coin. They know how to count some coins and can make a coin stretch. So Cancer, Cancers are over there making money stretch, but they make it stretch in a more protective manner, where it's like they're looking at maintaining the household, whereas Capricorns are looking to stretch that money because they're looking at down the line being at the top of the mountain and being the richest person in the room. They are planners after all. Like I said, they plan for the future and are pretty well suited for that. 2021, they will find things to be pretty great. It'll be a great year for them to plant and expect a harvest, not necessarily in 2021, but in 2022 or 2023. So basically, it's like I said, it is a year for Capricorn. It's a year for planting and awaiting that harvest. Many opportunities will arise, and investment opportunities will be very paramount this year, which will promote a strong start to next year, showing a great harvest that will lay a foundation for the future of whatever it is they're working on, the foundation of their family, the foundation of a business, the foundation of themselves as an individual, whatever it is. This is going to be a great year for planting and awaiting a great harvest in 2022. And like I said, Capricorns will be totally okay with that because they know how to make a coin stretch. So they're not going to be one to lack when it comes in that department. Next up is Aquarius. Aquarius is going to need to keep a record of their finances throughout the year. As the least money-minded this year and in general, you'll need to be very wary of large purchases, especially in light of what's going on in the world right now. You really want to be cognizant of what you're purchasing, especially like large, expensive items. Aquarians generally don't look for security in those paper trophies we all call cash, but rather find security within themselves. Now, yes, that is so sweet, but we all love us some money. They can, like other signs, they can live a frugal life, but really don't care. They really don't care much for money. So don't be surprised if they get a big payoff, big payday or whatever, and they pay off all their bills, fill the house with food and necessities, and just sit back and relax with 18 cents in the bank because they're comfortable with that. Everything is taken care of, so they don't really care if they have 18 cents, $18, $18 million in the bank. As long as everything is paid off and they feel secure, they're good to go. 2021 promises to raise circumstances that will require much of your financial resources. These events will look to be heaviest more so in the second half of the year. So it may be wise to pay more attention to accumulating capital and keeping a nest egg and keeping a security fund so that you can steer clear of the unpredictability the second half of the year will bring. In short, you'll have to put in some effort for that solace that you so require this year. And finally, the last of the zodiac is Pisces. So when it comes to the state of money with Pisces, Pisces live by the idea of easy come, easy go. They understand that money is a measure used to take care of things and are usually prone to making money in an effort to make others happy as opposed to making themselves happy, which, I mean, it's a great platform to stand on, but you got to have your own money too. In fact, don't be surprised to see them lend money to this person, that person, and totally forget about paying their own bills because they live for other people. They don't live for themselves. They're always thinking of others first, which, as most have said and most have spoke about and most have written about, it's better to, think about yourself first. And usually, unfortunately, when things like this happen, they tend to go into like a panic mode. And, when they fall short on their own responsibilities because they've been so busy helping other people that, when they turn around and be like, oh, I got to pay my rent. I got to pay my electricity bill. I got to buy food. I got to do this. I got to do that. And then they go and look in their bank and be like, oh, there's nothing. And 9 times out of 10, it's because they gave that capital that they built up to everybody else. Okay, so, but anyway, fortune will be on your side this year. So that's the one good thing, Pisces. Fortune will be on your side by the end of the year, which it's going to support a great foundation, much like Capricorn for the following year. So it's important to remain structured and organized in this early part of the year because that'll be the greatest opportunity to make money. Steer clear of lending a bunch of money, and maybe take that money you would have lent and open up maybe a new bank account or go ahead and invest it. Either way, you want to make sure that you're coming first this year and that you're not, working yourself into the ground and making all this money to support other people. And with that, we have finally come to the end on the money forecast for 2021 for the 12 zodiac signs in the Chinese astrological new year of the metal ox. In short, 2020 taught us that everything can be taken away if you are not prepared. It was a warning sign, a gauge of the survivalist. Who is the survivalist? You know, survival of the fittest. We've all heard it. So take 2021. I keep saying 2021. Take 2021, take it by the balls, and make the best out of it, because you never know what's around the corner. The business that we saw in 2020 can easily come back at any given moment. We may never see something like that again in our lifetimes, or we may see it again next year or next month. You never know. So you want to make sure that you're always being prepared and you're always in survival mode, because you don't want to be that person that ends up in a ditch somewhere, you know, in this metaphoric ditch, not like a real ditch, but you don't want to be one of those people that ends up in a ditch. So anyway, if you look if you're looking for a more detailed breakdown of your star sign as it comes to matters of finance, be sure to leave a comment down below and we'll be sure to do a video for you on our page. But either way, for those of you who are watching and who have watched, please be sure to leave a comment if you like the video, or if you have any comments or concerns relating to the information in this video. And also be sure to keep a watch out for our channel, as we're going to have many videos coming down the line. Videos ranging from astrology, of course, lifestyle, money, travel, and oh yes, don't forget, if you haven't had an opportunity to do so, we do have an animated series, The Resurgence of Hugh. We have a couple episodes on our page. Be sure to check that out as well, because we're over here trying to make a true blue channel. But anyway, if you care, be sure to add a like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I cannot say that enough. Just like all the other YouTube creators, be sure to like and subscribe. More importantly, add a like, because it lets YouTube know, it lets the YouTube algorithm know that you like this content and you like this content coming from us, so that we can be more present to other people to share in our knowledge and experience and our video contents over here. And don't forget to also check out our shop, where we have many great items for purchase over there, and new items always coming down the line. As always, I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you so much. And remember, we all want to know where the money resides. We all want us to be shown the money, but you gotta stay stable, you gotta stay firm, you gotta think survival mode, you gotta be more future based. Don't live for now, because you don't know what tomorrow is gonna bring, and you want to be prepared for tomorrow. But either way, if you're not preparing and you're not being a survivalist, the one thing that you can be sure of, the stars are always watching.